Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited, guys, that you are with us today and that you are tuning in. And those of you that will be tuning in to this particular live broadcast, because um, today I'm actually going to be chatting a little bit with one of my business partners. This is LuAnn Novotny. She's originally from New York, but lives in sunny Sunshine, Florida. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of that journey. But guys, I want to welcome you in the room. Today, we're going to talk really about how LuAnn went from kind of sitting still to all of a sudden just taking off, literally enrolled like 4 people in like a 24-hour, 48-hour period. And just excitement level went through the roof, where previously she's like, okay, I don't know, right? So we'll talk about it. But guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Tracy Walker. I am a single mom. I'm a 7-figure network marketing mentor, marketer, leader, and I am a marketing automations expert, which means I like to build businesses with ease. I like to, still help people get started, but things that we can put systems in place to do and have computers do for us. I like to do that, right? I like to do a lot of manual work. Some of you guys like to work hard. I don't. I don't like to work hard, okay? I like to work smart. I'm diligent now, okay? But now I like to work hard, all right? So I want to welcome you to this. And as we continue on our conversation with LuAnn, guys, I want you to understand that we are in the network marketing industry, and if you're watching this, maybe you've been in the industry and you've had some successes. Maybe you started out having some successes and then maybe not so much. Maybe you have this ebb and flow type of thing with business where it annoys the heck out of you. And so you kind of just gravitate away. Let me just say that that's normal. Okay, it is normal. I promise you that entrepreneurship in general, doesn't matter the business, entrepreneurship is a rocky road. Okay, it is. What carries us all through entrepreneurship is what we're focused on, right? What we're focused on. Not so much the details today, but what we're focused on, the goal, where we're going and what we're after, and your belief in that thing, as well as your belief in self, right? So that's why in network marketing, personal development is so important and things of that sort, because people really can start businesses in our industry without any training. You know what I'm saying? And so we kind of, we work with everyone. LuAnn is no stranger to network marketing. So LuAnn, just really quickly, tell us, what you did before you got started in network marketing, when you did get started, and what was it that caused you to get started in the first place?
So, my career generally was in the travel industry and timeshare. I was a sales and marketing director. So I was in marketing, I was in sales, and I did that for many years. I started that in probably the mid 90s and went all the way through. Prior to that, I was working in corporate America in New York City. I was a mom, 2 young kids, and I was married, and I went to work every day and lived what they thought, or what you were supposed to think was the American dream, but really never was. And so I did that for many years. And then I got divorced in 2000. And that's when I started my journey in network marketing. Although prior to 2000, I had been invited to Amway, and I went to many meetings because Amway back then was the big thing, but I never got into it. I mean, yes, 40 years ago, I did Tupperware and Avon. So I kind of always had something in me that wanted to do something like that as well, even though I was working and I was doing very well. I mean, I was a very successful sales and marketing director, and I did very, very well. And then in 2000, I got divorced, and somebody introduced me to the network marketing industry, and I got involved in a company back then. And from 2000 to today, I've probably been in 10 different companies. And
Okay, so you
I'm not even going to name them all
listen.
because I
Anybody
have
that's
forgotten
watching,
half of them.
I'm sure there are people that have been in a number of companies, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
themselves. So it's gotten to a point now where I think that's kind of the problem, right? And we'll talk about that as we move, but that's kind of the issue. It's like people
Yeah.
are moving for various reasons, but what we're looking for, we're still after the same thing, but it unexpectedly, it seems like we aren't able to grasp it where we are. So, all right, so you get started, got
So I
into that.
was never very even though I'm not afraid to talk to people. I've been in sales. I've done the whole thing. I've, sold 40, 50, 60, $70,000 products in 90 minutes, and timeshare is like that. And then I've done travel, other club sales and stuff like that. So I'm not afraid to talk. I'm not afraid of people or anything, but I just was never successful in recruiting people into this industry. Honestly and truly, I I mean, I got involved with you 2 weeks ago. I watched your video and I had sworn off network marketing after 10 different companies and doing all that. I swore it off. I thought my kids even said to me, "Please, mom, no more." They were like, "No more, mom." And I just thought, oh, okay. And then a few people throughout the last couple of years sent me stuff to look at, not because I was, a top recruiter or any of that reason, which would be the reason why you would get asked to go into a business, but not me.
Yeah.
And I just looked at things and thought, nope, nope, nope. It just didn't. It didn't spark me. It didn't excite me. And just saw your post one day and it clicked in some way in my head. And I thought, wow, this is a free tour to take. Let me take it. And I took it and pre-enrolled right away. And I was like, wow, this is really, and I didn't want to tell anybody. I was like, I'm not saying a word to anybody about this. I'm not
Oh
telling
no,
my
wait,
kids.
hold on, pause for a second. So wait, let's go back. So you just randomly saw my post on social media?
Yes.
Okay. So
Randomly
whatever.
saw your post, the long one that you had that talked about all these places closing down and how, Amazon doesn't own any products and neither does Airbnb, and they're the biggest hotel industry and that whole thing. And I read the whole thing and I was like, wow, this makes so much sense. And then I clicked on, no, as a matter of fact, I couldn't find your link.
Okay.
So I messaged you and I said, couldn't find the link. Could you send it? And you sent it.
Yes.
And I watched the 6-minute video. I mean, seriously, if you can't watch a 6-minute video, I mean, I've been sent some that are like an hour. I'm like, oh, Lord, I can't do
I know we
this.
all, right?
Yeah. So I watched the 6 minutes and he just like, whew, smacked me right in the forehead, Ben. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I automatically, immediately filled out the pre-enrollment.
Okay.
And, then I sat with it. And I think I got a letter from the company, and then you reached out to me. And I do some other work on the side. I'm like semi-retired right now. I'm out of that business. I've been out of the travel industry for almost 10 years. And I'm semi-retired, but I do some virtual assistant stuff just to be home and do some things and everything. So I had myself last week set up for these 3 days. I was doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like full days of the work that I do for this other company. And they were solid days. And I think I signed up on Monday. And then you reached out to me and I was like, no, I'm going to do it by Thursday. But I'm just so caught up in this all Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that I just didn't have time. So finally Thursday, I got myself together and I enrolled and I signed up. And then I thought, okay, what do I do now?
Right.
And then you sent me the information about the Discord app.
Yep.
So I downloaded that and I started jumping into your marketing, your mastermind marketing, because I've known you from a previous business.
Okay.
And I was very, in that business, was so impressed by you when you spoke on stage all the time. I was blown away. And I was like, wow, this is somebody that really knows their stuff. I don't
Thank
want to
you,
say
LuAnn.
I don't want to say anything bad on camera, but I was truly blown away. So I followed you through the years on social media, and I'm always super impressed with your knowledge and your intelligence and your marketing abilities. And I thought, she's somebody I would really love to get involved with in something, because I just feel that she offers her people something of substance, something that can trigger them, something that will make them or show them how to do it right. And I never had that in a leader before. I really, truly didn't.
Okay.
And I'm not blaming my leaders to say I wasn't successful because of that, but I'm just saying I never had that previously in any business. Somebody like you who takes such an interest in not only their directly sponsored people, but the people that their people sponsor, and all the way down the line. And that's why it's the dream team.
That's right.
So I just thought, this is somebody who I know that I could probably do it with. I really felt that. So I enrolled and I jumped into, like, you sent me the Discord thing. I logged on to Discord, and I'm a person who absorbs stuff. So I just, I won't jump right out there and start talking to everybody right away, because I want to get the knowledge of it. I want to know what I'm talking about. I want to feel like, so I ordered products immediately ordered products the next morning, and started really getting into your masterminds. And I went through I think 5 or 6 of them, right? Like, boom. And some of them were 2 hours, and and I was like, wow, but it was so absorbing and so wow. And then, on the Discord where you show how to start and just start texting people, and that's what kicked it in for me, honestly and truly, when I, said, this is it. And I took exactly what you said, and I just started doing it, and I texted you back and I said, okay, I did 10. And you said, okay, do 10 more. So I thought, this is the game. You do 10, you text your sponsor, and she goes, do 10 more. It's like, that's not enough. So I felt like, okay, I will, so I did. And then, I got responses, and, people were like, yeah, sure, send it. And I sent it. Now, some have been silent and I haven't heard back from them, but, I'll follow. I followed up with some. And then, some were straight up, didn't want to see the video. And I said, hey, that's cool. Thank you. And you're off the list and stuff. But I did make a list. And I said, this is the way I'm going to approach this, because she's given me the tools to approach it. She's given me everything that I need to say, if you can't do it this time, LuAnn, shame on you, because you are getting everything you could possibly want to make it successful right here from Tracy, who's been a tremendous success. And you know it because you've followed her since, 2013, almost 10 years, probably.
Yeah.
So I thought this has got to, and besides you, I think the company is great. I think the products are great. I think the opportunity is by far amazing. I mean, I've been in businesses where it was hundreds or thousands just to get in,
right,
and then hundreds monthly. Yeah. So, there's never anything that was of this kind of a caliber, I mean, $50 to get in. Hello. And then you're talking about what, $10 a month? I mean, it was a joke. It was not a joke. I don't mean it that way, but compared to so many others, it was like, really? So just that, and the products, I knew that the products are probably the best out there, and I haven't even tried them, but just reading about them and reading what's in them and reading about, and then I went on the Live Good channel, and the YouTube channel. And I started listening to some of the videos that were on there from Ben, as well as from the Goodwins and
Yes.
stuff. And the marketing. I can't pronounce his name. I feel bad.
Nada.
Nada.
Yeah.
Nada. Yes. And his videos, which, was so simplistic and real. And so I did my homework in that sense because you told me to, because you said, this is what you have to do step by step by step. It was like getting instructions on how to build a desk or getting instructions on how to build something. And if you follow 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what happens. So, yes. So, 4 people came on. I have a number of others that are going to pre-enroll this week.
Yes.
So I just want you to know that you're the reason why I am the success here, because never in any business that I've been in 20 years, I started in 2000, it's 2023. I've never, ever, ever sponsored 4 people in 1 week, ever.
Really, LuAnn?
Honest and truly. Never.
Guys, let me just say this. I swear to you, I did not pay LuAnn today.
No, I'm telling you, I never, ever, I don't even know if I sponsored 4 people total in the times that I was in. Maybe one travel business I was in, I did sponsor a number of people, but nobody else, nowhere else. And that's the truth. And my kids were like, I called my son because he's my ride or die.
Okay.
So he was my first one in the business, in this one. And when I told my daughter, she goes, okay, call your son. And she was like, yeah, call your son. Go ahead, call your son. And I called my son and I said, before you say anything, please listen to me.
Okay.
I said, I don't want you to say a word. Let me finish. So I went through everything with him. And then I said, I'm going to send you a link. Watch the 6-minute video. Then call me back and tell me I'm crazy.
Okay.
And he did. And he listened and he said, okay, Mom, I'll do it. And he watched the video and he called me back and he goes, wow. He goes, wow, I think you might not be crazy on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, then let's do it. I said, I want you to be my number one in there so that we can be doing it together. I said, so let's do it. So he did it. He did it. And the next day or whenever it was. And then, and then it just rolled from there. So now my daughter said, oh, I guess I should do this.
So she would be number 5 at this point, right? She's number 5.
Right. So, I'm going to let my son do her, just because it'll help him get his 2 right away.
That's right.
And my goal, even though I only have 4 in, and I'm working on a bunch of others, my goal right now is to try and help the people that I put in get 2 right away.
That's right.
Because I feel that, I want to get to silver and I want to have 10, but I want them to at least get 2 each.
That's right.
So I want to help them do it.
Okay.
And that's going to be what I'm going to try to do now. And I'm just going to, I've already hit them up with exactly what you gave me. And I'm like, listen, this is what I did. This is what Tracy said to do. This is what you have to do.
That's right.
And so far, my girl Katie has been doing that. Okay. My son had some things that were up this week. He couldn't, but he's going to get into it this weekend with his girlfriend and stuff. And, my other girl, I'm going to meet with her over the weekend as well, because she's in California. So my goal is to make them duplicate what I did right away so that they can then see progress and work then with their people and do the same. Because, I honestly believe that of course I want to do more. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not going to stop myself. But, I believe if you get 2 and you help 2 and they help 2 and they help 2, that's what makes it. And if you get 2 and then you help them get 2 and then they get 2, they're not going to stop at 2.
Right.
But they're going to go ahead and get the rest, but you help them get those two. And then they'll help two of theirs get it. And that's how the banjo keeps playing, you know?
That is. I mean, look
So,
at you. I mean, you got
yeah.
two and then turned right around the next day. Look, I was going through the reports because I go through the reports every day. I'm going through the report, and you know, the list is in order of the people who have the most people in the team. It's
Hmm.
chronological like that, right?
Right.
Or numerical like that.
Right.
So I was going to where all of the bronzes are, right? Where there's two people, and your name wasn't there. I didn't even, when I was going down the list, I psychologically skipped all of the names above because I'm looking for your name where there's two people. And I didn't see you there. And I'm like, what the world? Where's LuAnn? And I said, let me go back up this way. So I start going up and doggone it, it said 4. I said, this is just the day after. I said,
Right.
4. So I go to Discord, right? And I'm going to tell you, oh my God, and you had already, you said, Tracy, I got 2 more. I'm like, doggone right. I didn't even know, right? And I said, this girl is on fire. She's on fire. Let's get her going right now, right?
That's right.
It's taken off. And
Yeah.
so listening to you, it sounds like the difference is that you felt like you had a plan of action, like a
Yes.
step by step what to do.
Right.
Was it hard to do?
No, it was simplistic. I mean, look, I did it in 4 days or whatever it was, 5 days. I really didn't start doing anything until Monday of this past week
Yep.
because I got in Thursday night. I had things that I had planned. I couldn't really do much over the weekend. And I said, okay, Monday, I'm going to town. I'm going to work on Monday. And I jumped right into all of the masterminds, started watching them, just putting a list together, just really focusing on that. And maybe I didn't even start texting people until Tuesday.
See?
And
So
by Thursday,
you had, well,
4.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, you had like 2 by Wednesday.
Yeah. Right. And
Thursday,
then
you had
Thursday.
another 2.
Right. And
And
I
then
only really started texting people Tuesday.
that's why I said
So,
literally in like 48 hours,
yeah.
you had 4 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so let's talk a little bit about your belief now. So where is it, regardless of the time frame or you know how long, but where do you see this going? Do you see this as something that, oh my goodness, yeah, I can get behind this, I can see myself doing it and working it and helping people? Or you feel like it's just a one-shot wonder and that's that?
No, I 100% feel like I am behind it. It's not that I can get. I am. I believe, and I haven't even probably touched the surface of your marketing stuff. Even though I've watched 6 videos, you have so much amazing knowledge and just so much great stuff that I'm like a sponge right now with all of that you have. So I am absorbing it, absorbing it, absorbing it. And I truly believe that this is something that I'm definitely running with. I said to my daughter lives here by me in Port St. Lucie, and my granddaughter just moved down here and she's 21.
Okay.
So we were out last night. We went to a fundraiser for a girl who's actually going to paddleboard from Bimini, Bahamas to Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's about 150 of them. And they had a fundraiser last night. And we went, and they had yoga. And my acupuncturist was actually there because I do acupuncture.
Okay.
And she was there. And she was the one who got me to go. So my daughter, my granddaughter, and I, and we went to this fundraiser. And then afterwards, we went to get something to eat. We were sitting. And I said to them, guys, I want to tell you something. I'm going to say it to you two tonight. Said, mark my words, in a couple months, Mimi's going to be doing really well financially. I'm just letting you guys know that we are going to be doing good. I said, because this probably, I have not felt like this in a super, super long time.
Mhm.
And I just feel like this is my time. This is my time now. And, you know, I'm not getting any younger. As a matter of fact, I'm getting older in a couple more weeks. So
Well, happy early birthday, right?
Thank you. Thank you. So I just feel like this is it. This is my time. And this is such a great product and such a great and easy way to, give it to people with the tour link and all of that. I mean, genius. And your whole, I mean, boy, if you can't follow what you give people, it's sad because you write everything out for you. I don't even have to think. I just have to copy and paste, and I love it. And I was like, wow, holy mackerel. I mean, I signed up for your marketing system because that I'm a true believer in. I believe the same way you do, let's not work harder, let's work smarter, but let's make a lot of money while we're doing that. So, I've worked very hard through my years, and I feel like I want to work a lot smarter now in something like this, and have a nice little financial egg there to play with whenever I want to play. So that's the goal, and I just feel like I latched on to the right person. I got involved with the absolutely 100% right person in you, and I am thrilled. I mean, I went to other people that were in the company with me that weren't successful either with me, and I said, "Listen, I'm going to send you something. Tracy Walker's my sponsor, and you guys all know Tracy. And let me just tell you that this will blow your socks off." And one already got in.
See, there you go. I love it.
There you
Well,
go.
let me just
Yep.
say, I am so super duper duper proud of you. Really,
Thank you.
because you took action, right? That's to me as a team leader, that's one of the biggest joys, right? It's like we're moms, right? My
Yeah.
son is only 8. You've got grown children. You've got a
Yeah.
granddaughter older than my son, right? But
I got two more after them, and they're older than him too.
but then you know for sure what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
The joy with our children, at least, is to see them grow and make good decisions and enjoy, right? And
Hmm.
actually experience happiness. They're going to have some sadness too. We wish we could save them from everything, but we can't. But watching them do the thing, right?
Yep.
Not that the team would be my children, but this is our family. This is our
Yeah.
business family.
Absolutely.
And people look to me for, strategic advice or how to do something, and to be able to lay out a path, and then someone like you come around and say, okay, let me just follow the path, and then you actually get the results. That is the biggest joy for me as a team leader ever, and especially with people that may not have ever done it before, right?
Mm.
Because that proves that what we're saying can even work for a person that doesn't come with a lot of experience or a
Hmm.
big team, or
Yeah.
whatever all the other things are. So I'm super duper proud of you. I'm glad that you followed the steps. You're getting results. I'm excited that your belief is high, right? And you're setting the expectations with your daughter and your granddaughter, your family. Like, listen, this is getting ready to happen. So
Yep.
be ready, ladies. Be ready,
Yep.
right? And even your son, get ready. I love that. And then lastly, um, that you can see how it can help so many other people, right? That
Hmm.
you're willing to go back to friends or previous business partners and say, listen, it doesn't even matter about before. I'm telling you, this is what we're doing now. You can take it or leave it. And having the demeanor of, I got something good, it's up to you. I think it's going to serve you so amazingly well, LuAnn. So, final thoughts. What would you say to someone who's looking at this right now, who may have been looking at Live Good a little bit skeptical, not so much in Live Good, but maybe in themselves, not believing that they could do it? What would you say to that person in reference to potentially getting started or not?
Oh, you can do this. If I can do it and I have 4 people in 2 days, but I had Tracy Walker teach me, you can do it. You can definitely do it. I'm telling you, you could do it because the company even follows up for you and follows up with your people as well. So it's not even like you have to be rocket science, but you can do this. If I can do 4 people in 2 days, anybody, and you can do this, believe me when I tell you that, because I feel like I hit the lotto. That's how I feel right now. And it's only 4 people, and I feel like I hit the lotto.
Yep.
Gosh, be careful when I get to 10, Tracy.
Oh man, I'm telling you, LuAnn, we're gonna bring you back, right? Because we're gonna track your journey, right?
Yeah,
And there's people that's watching you right now who are like, oh my goodness, I would love to have 4 people, right? But just 3 days ago, LuAnn didn't have 4 people, right?
that's right.
Action, and that's why. And then when you do have 10 and you do have 20 and then you hit silver, it's like, we'll do another one, right? Because then
Yeah,
people will say, man, I only got 3 or 4, and you'll be able to encourage and listen, I was there too, and that's the name
right.
of the game. It's just each one
Absolutely.
teach one, each one teach one, and we kind of help
Yep.
everybody up the mountain. So
Awesome.
I'm thrilled to have you on board.
I am
Thank
thrilled
you
to be here.
so much for taking time to share with everyone today about what you've been doing so far. And let's keep rocking, young lady. We're going to make
Oh,
it happen.
we are going to make it happen. We are going to rock. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Oh, you got it. We're going to even have to come on down to Florida too, because the company is in Florida as it
I know
is.
they're right by me.
Right
They're
there
not
in
far
Jupiter.
from me. I was in their town last night. That's where the fundraiser was in Jupiter.
Oh my goodness.
My sister lives in Jupiter.
We're gonna have to make sure we get you guys. Maybe we can get you scheduled for a tour of like the warehouse and all that.
Oh, I would love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll see if we can put something like that together. And
Yeah. And my girl Katie, who came in as well, she lives in Jupiter.
so everyone's right there.
Yeah.
So
Girl,
I need to come on down to Jupiter for Vegas.
come on down here, even though I need to go to Atlanta because I have so many friends that live in Atlanta and they keep saying, why you're not coming? Why you're not coming? Why you're not coming?
I'll
So
tell
I
you
need,
what, I'll go down there and stay at your house. You can
yeah,
come here and stay at my house.
you
And then
got it. Let's do that. And we can brainstorm in the meantime with it.
that's right.
That's
Well,
it.
thank you so much.
Okay.
And the rest of your
Thank
day.
you.
Guys, thank you for
You've
tuning.
been wonderful.
Oh, yeah. And guys, listen, you don't get any better than this. All right. So here's what I recommend. LuAnn already told you to get started, get plugged in. If you're not following her already, find her on social media. She's going to share this on her wall as well. Find her, connect with her. If you align with her energy, her spirit, and you feel like she would be a great person to work directly with, go ahead and get started with LuAnn. If not, you can reach out to me. You still be part of the same team either way.
Yep.
We're going to take care of you. You heard LuAnn say it. We already have it put together. Okay. It's not what we're going to do. It's already there. All
Right.
you have to do is come on in the door and get to work. So have a fantastic
Yes.
rest of your day. Congratulations, LuAnn. And we'll see
Thank
you
you,
next time.
Tracy. Okay, Tracy. Bye, honey. Thank you.
You got it. Bye, guys. Get